This is the last day AOL Noisecreep invades Inferno, and I'm here with Satyr today. Thank you so much for being up so early.
Thanks for having me.
It's like 4 in the afternoon. Is it really that early or late? Okay, whatever. I heard you're doing a 2-hour set today. Is that true?
Not 2 hours though, but it'll be a set that's going to run through the career of the band. So we're playing songs off of every record that we've ever done. Also introducing instrumental piece off of the forthcoming record. So for us to come out of the studio and do a show we haven't played since December is really nice. So I think speaking on behalf of the band, to do what we're doing tonight is something that we need to do. So it's going to be a very inspired and motivated Satyricon tonight.
Alright, this is really good to see Satyricon play Inferno Festival, and it's one of the better lineups in my opinion. And where do you think Inferno Festival stands as far as like being the black metal scene? What does it represent in the black metal scene?
I'm not sure what it represents right now, and in the future, too busy looking after all these crazy things that we're doing with Satyricon. But I think it's, you know, together with Hole in the Sky, it was an important factor in terms of establishing Norway as, and Oslo as the black metal capital of the world. And let's just hope it continues like that. The only way to go about it is to have good lineups every year, and you know, something attractive that is going to make people want to travel, because it's not only for Norwegians, people come from all over the world to see this event. You're
still in the studio now, aren't you?
Yes, we
Tell
are.
us about the new album and what we can expect. I heard it's supposed to be all these different things.
Well, right now we're about halfway through the recording, I'd say. It's taking a long time. We essentially started pre-production in September, recording demos and just working on those final arrangements, and we started recording a couple of months ago, and I'm really liking the way it sounds. It's, to me, it sounds very authentic. It's organic sounding, and in this digital age where music is mostly played through, you know, computers and smartphones and things like that, a lot of that analog vibe gets lost in translation when you play music through medias like that. But I still want to do it because there's nothing quite like it. And to me, it just makes everything sound the way it's supposed to sound. It's dynamical, you know. It's, the music is alive. It's not overly compressed. Levels are not pushed. So musically speaking, it's a very atmospheric record. But to me, part of that, what makes it atmospheric, is the authenticity in the way that it's made. You know, it's recorded and played in a way that I think is going to add, you know, you would think that all records are musical, but they're not. And I think this record is very musical. So I know always when I talk to the media about this new record that, you know, I'm supposed to say that it's brand new or it's like old school, but that's not what it's about for me. What it's about is that this record is just full of life. There's a lot of there are a lot of surprises here, but I think it's going to be a record that's going to help the black metal movement perhaps find a new way for the future, and we all need that, including ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've kind of had a small hiatus, obviously, because you're in the creative mode. But did the wine? What brought about the whole thing with your wine business? I mean, is this something you liked, and what are your plans with that?
It is something I like, yeah.
Yeah, everyone likes wine. Good wines, though.
And no, I've been a wine enthusiast and collector for a long time. spent some time doing education in wine, and I enjoy working with wine, not only consuming wine. And whatever wine that carries my name is also a wine that I've taken part in making myself. And I wouldn't want it to be a licensing product, so that's why there is no Satyricon wine. It's a Wungraven wine, which is my name, and it reflects what I, as a private person, am interested in. But I enjoyed it a lot, and try and make good wines from sustainable agriculture that are made in old world style. Meaning the European continent is where I worked. And I do different styles. Together with my partners, I'm one of the very few that makes organic champagne in Champagne.
I was going to ask you about that.
And I was actually earlier this week, that's what shows a little bit of what my life is like right now. Is this week I spent 2 days in Champagne working on the blending of the grapes from the 2012 vintage, and I spent a couple of days in the studio recording. And I'm playing a concert here tonight. So it's a lot of different things to do, which gives my life that kind of variation that I'm looking for.
Now, are you coming out with a Prosecco by any chance?
After having released my own champagne.
Yeah?
No.
I love Prosecco, I'm sorry. It's like...
Well, they can make nice Prosecco as well, but I think part of why champagne has reached the status of being the ultimate sparkling wine in the world is because they're good at branding, but it's also because they have the best soil, the best climate for making the world's best sparkling wine. Yeah.
That's true, they do. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's very interesting, especially someone coming from this genre of music with the black metal.
So working with wine is, there's a lot of chemistry, and you actually need to understand a lot about agriculture. And it's not all about old vintages and parties with great food and great wine. It's a lot of just hard work and difficult things that are hard to understand, and where you need a certain level of education to be able to do something good. And for me to work on that and manage to do what I've done is nice for me, and I will probably always keep on challenging myself like that.
Yeah, that's important. And what's going on as far as a label with you guys? I know that you switched labels a few times, and who's going to be putting out the next album?
Well, it's still going to be Roadrunner.
Cool.
Now, of course, Roadrunner is very much Warner music. And a lot of the people that we worked closely with are no longer there, but then again, some of the most important people are. There, we have someone that worked very closely with the band, which is now in our management.
Cool.
And other people from Roadrunner that were really important for the marketing side of things, that now run their own marketing companies, and we work with those companies. So hopefully we'll get to work with a lot of same people that we've enjoyed a relationship with in the past, also with this new record, even if it's different setup with Roadrunner basically being Warner Music now.
And have you even titled the new album yet, or is that a secret?
Still a secret.
Okay. Now, if fans want to learn more about Satyricon or buy stuff... Oh, actually, hang on a second. Vinyl is back. Will there be a vinyl? Because it looks so cool. Like, everyone's got vinyl.
We've always done vinyl on every record that we ever release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we, of course, we're going to do vinyl. We love vinyl ourselves, so that's why we've always done it. And even when we had, during the times when vinyl was completely out of fashion and record labels tried talking us into, not doing a vinyl, we still managed to push that through, because we said, hey, we want copies. So yeah, I'm sure there are some others. So Yeah, every record that we've ever done, we've done vinyl, and I still hope that, you know, with all these, you know, vinyl is back kind of thing, that people buy good record players.
Yeah,
that's also
me too.
important.
That's
you know?
another thing to make money with it, the good record players. Suffocation's coming out with an 8-track cassette.
Oh, they are?
That's totally old school.
That is. Maybe we'll do an 8-track.
You should. Have you seen a difference between your music from, let's say, 2004 to now?
Yeah, there is a big difference. Like you could say, for example, when we released the Volcano record in 2002,
yeah.
Downloading had already been an issue since the late 90s, I'd say. And it was an issue at the time, but still, it wasn't what the world was about. It was a problem, but physical sales was still around. And nowadays, many companies, record companies, sell less physical format than digital sales. And I think the main problem for the artist is that I think, in the view of a lot of people out, you know, debating this on internet forums and all that, is that they think that everything changed. Now the greedy record labels, you know, can't get as silly rich as they used to. But the thing is, like, what you mostly see is that the ones hurting the most from illegal downloading are actually small independent labels and small underground bands, you know. I think it's, you know, the future is here, and all these new solutions that, you know, are today, that are very different from 2004, 2002, or the 90s, whatever. They are here to stay, and you just have to embrace them and find solutions. But it's, you know, right now you have the same thing again, because you have, you know, people saying that, yeah, but the artists get paid for, you know, things like Spotify. It's like, you really don't.
Oh, really?
And the thing is, like, small indie labels, they really don't. But big major labels, you know, if you have Elvis Presley or the Beatles, or, you know, things like that, Robbie Williams, and you have a huge catalog that is constantly generating money through streaming, you know, that's a business. So again, it's, you know, with this new technology, it's the big sharks that are making the money. And it would be nice if there would be solutions in the future where the money would go more directly to the small independent labels and acts playing underground music. Whatever solution that might be, that would be the solution that I embrace. The solutions where it may go more directly to the creators of, you know, the valuables.
Yeah, I hope it works out.
Yeah, let's hope so.
You know, and I hope you guys don't forget to pick up the new Satyricon, which should be out in
September 9th.
Yeah, September, 9th of September, on Warner Music, Roadrunner Records, whatever it is at this point. And where could fans go on the net to buy more of your stuff?
Well, Satyricon.no is being rebuilt these days. There's an official Facebook site.
Right.
And there's no web shop or anything like that for Satyricon, but I'm sure there are, you know, the usual iTunes and all of that, where you can pick up stuff.
Cool. Well, keep up the good work. You guys have had great longevity in the business, and continued success with that and the wine business.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Take care. See you guys later.